whole process takes an average of about 0.18 of a second. Now, just to put that in perspective for you folks, the average human blinks at about 0.24 of a second. So it is literally a case of blink and you'll miss it with these guys. Now, there is a very good reason why our death adder has to be so quick when it comes to striking, and it's all about defending that little tail tip of theirs. You see, when that tail tip is wiggling around out in the open like that, if there was an animal quick enough, and I assure you there's some very quick little critters out on the forest floor, if any were quick enough to come down and grab that tail tip and then take off with it, unfortunately that would most definitely spell the beginning of the end for our little friend the death adder. It would be a long, slow and painful death of starvation, because without that lure to attract the food to him, he has no way of getting his food. He's then essentially a fisherman going fishing without any bait on his hook. And as I've already mentioned, they're not really capable of hunting over open ground. This guy here, I mean, you can see how they're not particularly capable, and they really are vulnerable when they leave themselves out in the open. So when they do move, it's normally during the night. Those warm, wet nights, you'll see them perhaps on the side of the road. But even then, predatory nocturnal birds of prey, things like owls, quite often end up getting a little feeder death adder. You can see he gets a little bit thicker here. 2 days ago, he had a mouse, a full-grown mouse. He had no problems getting it down. It's sitting just in the midsection of his body just there. So I'm going to place this guy back over